Hi all folks, this is Max from HighOnAndroid.com. So anyway, I know a lot of you wonder what kind of equipment I use to record my videos, and also a tour of my man cave. This is my secretary. Anyway, we've got the this is my thing here where I put my phones and tablets, and I've got a bunch of charging stuff. Paper shredder. This one's cool. It works really well. I can shred paper. And I've got this is the backpack. This is the TSA compatible backpack. It flips out to flat, so you don't have to take out your laptop. I've got a Pixma old printer there, and I've got my launcher. This thing is awesome. I had a review of this. Bought this on Amazon also. When I get tired of working, I can just sit down and get my laptop and just start making blog posts and whatnot. And also I have a dog bed. I didn't get that on Amazon. This is my DSLR camera backpack. Also, this is my older DSLR camera backpack. And these are my new green peppers that I'm growing. And I've got black bamboo growing here. I like growing things. And this is at night. It's a wireless light. Ah, stop it, dog. Anyway, she likes me a lot. Anyway, I'll give you a tour of what goes on behind the scenes. What's up? And here we go. So this is my camera. This is where I do everything. Manfrotto tripod. Get a good tripod, because I have my old one there. It's crappy, and plus with the DSLR camera, you need something that's not gonna fall over. This one I think I paid 90 bucks or something. Thanks to everything I'm reviewing here. And this is my camera, Canon 7D. I really love it. Highly recommend the Canon 7D. I bought this like 2 years ago. They have a cheaper versions which does exactly the same thing. If you're gonna make videos, you can get the Canon 60D, which has a LCD flip out, so you can see yourself while it's making videos from an angle. And also there's a T3i. 60D and T3i, they're great too. They do 1080p videos just like the 7D. The 7D just has a bigger image sensor for photos. And I use 24x105 zoom lens. This is a great lens. This is what, like, if you go read all the reviews, this is what everybody uses. Even the videographer, all the professionals, they'll have one of these in their bag. It's also an L lens. Also the f-stop 4, I think, and it doesn't change. That's why it's cool. Whereas the kit lens, it doesn't do that, and it's the quality degrades. And I've got this cheap LED light here. You can get this on Amazon also, very cheap, but works really well. Great for taking photos. Once I bought this, I stopped using my flash, especially for the shows. I don't need a flash. I just turn this on, and and it works really well. And then this is where I route all this stuff. I've got 2 monitors here, and one of the coolest parts about Canon 7D is that you can get really clear videos. And when I record, I'll show you what I record with. I have this Canon software, and I connect to my computer via USB cable. And there's a live view mode, which is great because I can be making these videos, and I can focus exactly what I want to focus on. So let me put like this there. Let's say I'm reviewing this, and I can use, since DSLRs, they don't come with autofocus, and even if it comes with autofocus, you probably don't want to use it. And this is great since I can get real close up and focus and really just be able to control. And the good thing about this focus, when you focus like this and upload to YouTube, even when YouTube converts it to 360p or 480p mode, it's still gonna look really clear, just like you filmed it. But whereas if you use like a camcorder, digital camera, your quality gonna degrade and it's gonna look all fuzzy. And that's why I use it. And also the light works really well. I turn on the light and you can see a lot more detail there. The lighting is really the key because it helps everything be more, you know, more focused. And you know, this is great. And that's what I use. Highly recommend it. If you're gonna go for the lowest budget, I would get at least a tripod. Get the 60D or T3i with this lens. Don't get the kit lens because you're gonna throw it away anyways. And I use, if you want a wide angle, I use a 10 by 20 millimeter Sigma. This one's I think like 600 bucks. This is great. If sometimes I use this if I'm, you know, if I have something big to review because it's so wide, it'll cover 10 to 20 millimeters, whereas it's 24 to 105. And people say you should get a prime lens, and I did. I have a 50 millimeter that I never use. Don't get a 50 millimeter if you're gonna just make videos. This is like useless. I guess great for photos, but if you get this, it pretty much does everything, photos and videos, and I really like it. So that's what I like. And let me see, what else? What else should I show you? I guess that's pretty much it. This is my man cave. Oh, and I'll show you my draft stool chair here. I got this on Amazon also. I think it's 60 bucks. It's great. It's really high chair. It goes really high. I got this because I've custom made my IKEA desk here. Because I have a fence over there, and you know, if you're not at over the fence, you can't see the ocean view there. So that's why I got the draft bear chair, and I've got it set on the lowest mode, so now I can see. And if I had a regular desk, it would just be enough. I can't see the view. So this is exactly eye level, so I can be watching the ocean and also work at the same time, which is relaxing. I think it's really important for you to have a good relaxing environment. That way you can work for a long time. If I get tired, I just go use my anti-gravity chair. So that's how I do it. So definitely get a DSLR camera, set up a live view. Two monitors is probably recommended, and get some kind of lighting. You know, these are all like pretty cheap parts except for the camera and the lens. I think the lens is 1,000. You can get a 60D for like 600 bucks, or I don't know, 700, under 1,000, and get the tripod. And this isn't just for this kind of videos. Any YouTube video, if you make it with like a setup like this, it's gonna look so much better, so much more high quality, professional like. And you know, they're making movies with these DSLRs now, so that's why I love it. The original reason why I got it was because I was watching these YouTube videos that was taken with the DSLRs. They look so much clearer, even without the 1080p setting. And you know, you can clearly tell that. That's why I got it, and highly recommend it. Anyway, that was a tour of my man cave and the stuff I use. And oh, and this is great. I love this keyboard, by the way. It helps me type for a long time because it's lopsided and stuff. And I still use the old Microsoft Explorer. I think that's the mouse. I love it. I can click fast. And I use Adobe Premiere for editing my videos. And you know, if you're gonna edit 1080p videos with DSLR, you're gonna need a computer that's fast enough. Don't use a laptop. If you're gonna get a laptop, get an i7, like a Asus Gamers laptop, or you know, whatever. I've got this. This is actually cheapest HP i7 I found, but even with that, it takes me like half an hour to render video that's like 5 minutes long. So that's my only bottleneck. The faster, you know, your computer is, the faster you can render your 1080p videos, you know. And it's good to upload all your videos in 1080p because the standards keep going up, and why not? You know, it looks more clear, and you can see it looks pretty clear there because it's focused in, where you can see the depth of field, and the background where the background is blurred out. That's why I use a DSLR camera, because if I upload the 1080p video of that, even, you know, even convert it to 3060p or 480p, it's gonna look super clear, versus if I use a camcorder, it's not gonna look clear. And especially when I'm rooting phones and stuff, and you know, you want to be able to see what's going on the screen. And you know, there's a lot of rooting videos out there. You can barely tell what the hell's going on. So that's why I use a DSLR camera. It helps my users see what's really going on, and also when I do gadget reviews, you can see exactly what's going on. And if you can't afford all this, you can get the camera I'm using right now, which is the Canon 300HS, ELPH 300HS, which is a really good camera. And also it can do macro if you change the settings. And you can do just as well with this camera. The limitation is that it's not going to look as smooth versus the DSLR. And you know, just DSLR is just the way to go. But the Canon 300HS is not a bad way to start. And you know, once you start making money on YouTube, then get yourself a good setup like that one. Anyway, that was my setup, and I'm not like a professional videographer or photographer or anything. I just kind of bought this and played around with it, but it works, you know. It makes good videos, and you know, I freaking love how you can just, you know, just zoom in and zoom out. It's perfect. It's easy to use. Whereas like the camcorders, you don't have that manual control. Most of the camcorders you buy, or digital cameras, you won't have that fine control of focusing on the background or your main object and whatnot. And you know, it's good to have a dog. Anyway, I'll have all the links to where you can buy all the stuff I mentioned in this video. And that was the tour of my man cave and the equipment I use, and I hope this helps you make YouTube videos. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe, and see y'all later. Roll over. Roll over. Okay, not working.